the capture of the Elven Runestone, Gul'dan has been able to warp the power it contains to mutate an entire legion of his loyal and ruthless ogres into wielders of arcane magics. Along with this transformation, these ogre magi have been granted deadly magics and a malicious cunning rivaling that of Gul'dan himself. You are to employ the ogre magi in the creation and defense of a fortress at the mouth of Tyr's Bay, cutting off the human supply lines into Quel'Thalas.
Alright. So here we are at Tyr's Bay. Now the thing what we have to do is, first of all, we need lots of peons. And although the briefing was talking about a new type of unit, it's a bit misleading because in this mission we mostly have to use our juggernauts. But we will try our new guys as well. Alright. So first of all we need to get gold. Now thankfully in this mission we have enough space for our peons, so I can send them in. Now the enemy will attack relentlessly from all sides. I can't stop them because, as usual, the way how to efficiently stop them is that you should just destroy their ships, and therefore they cannot send units in. We have 50,000, more, a little bit more than 50,000 gold here, and we also have another island here. I just don't really want to move because the enemy would attack, but we have another gold mine here. That is where I will move my peons, although that is the only place where we can get gold, because the other gold mine is already occupied by the enemy. So yeah, obviously if I destroy them I can get gold, but that's not as simple. Yeah, we need more farms, so let's build more as well. And also I should start cutting trees as well. Now, the way where they will attack is unknown, to be honest, because they could come from this side as well, and when I move to this island, they will go there as well, so I'd rather just focus on the production. And I can also build an oil tanker so that I can start the oil production as well. Now, I will place the farms down here, so that is why I'm cutting trees there. And I want to build a refinery before I start oil gathering. I think I will cut it here. Yeah, and one thing what I forgot to mention is that we actually have units here and on the other side as well. I want to go there because these units are weaker. And they would attack our peons. And we also have units at this side. I don't think that they will move here, but I will take care of them when it's needed. It's just first it's needed here because of the peons. And I also want to move my ships here because I have a feeling that because our peons are here, that is where they will attack. And I want to cut these trees first. Alright, and I think we have plenty of gold here, so I can start with the refinery. And I want to build more tankers as well. Yes, now this oil patch is not really rich either, but that's good for starters. Alright, let's build more farms, and we already have an attack here. Now we can build. I mean, we can train units as well, and we can build. I need more peons first. And we can build towers. The reason why I'm not building towers just yet is because they will always go around the tower, so. But I do think that I am going to make more units. I think I will make some extrovers. And I can start with the... Now I think we have enough production until I upgrade. And I think I have lots of these. Let's build another shipyard. And I also want to build a foundry soon. Alright. And as soon as I'm able... I don't tend to make more than 4 oil tankers because they always get stuck. Maybe if it would be a better idea, like I was thinking about it, is that maybe I should build the refinery a bit further away. So that way the ships... I can make more ships and the ships would have space. But I don't know. And enemies attacking again, so let's destroy them. Alright, and I think it is time to build a foundry. Yeah, and we destroyed these. Now, what I want to do is I want to... Okay, we finish this. What I want to do is I want to get rid of these guys here, and since I've upgraded the stronghold, I am able to build an ogre mound. So let's just do that. Let's build one here. And I can also upgrade to berserker. I could actually do that for the health upgrades. Alright, and what I want to do is I want to plan my transport to the other island, because we also need more lumber and more gold. Now I want to cut these trees and then move up to these trees. These give me a good defensive position, so that is why I'm not in a rush of cutting those, but it seems that 1 or 2 guys are already working there. Yes, and we got another main building upgrade, the fortress, for 2,500 gold, 1,200 lumber and 500 gold, plus 25% gold production. Let's upgrade it to the fortress. And obviously the fortress unlocks a few new things as well. Yes, and I also want to upgrade our cannons, because it would be time for me to... Oh, an attack again. It would be time for me to prepare the ships. Alright, but as I said, I want to get rid of these guys as well. Okay, and a few more ogres for defense. Alright, and I think I can start building of the juggernauts. Okay, another thing we need is we need to build a goblin alchemist. That's actually important. And with the new fortress, we unlocked a new building, the Altar of Storms. 900 gold, 500 lumber, provides ogre mage upgrades. Let's build one. I don't know. I build it here. I need the transport as well. And more farms. Oh, we need more lumber. Why later we have 0 lumber. And we need more and more lumber. Alright, but I don't want to attack just yet, because we will need a zeppelin in the seas. That's very important. Now, as you can see, we are able to research ogre mage training, upgrades ogres to ogre mages, increases their sight by 1, and allowing them to cast Eye of Kirog. And we also have learn Bloodlust for another 1000 gold. Enables ogre mages to use Bloodlust. Bloodlust doubles target units basic and piercing damage. So if you remember, Cho'Gall had these spells, and yes, now it works like that we can upgrade our entire squad of ogres into ogre mages. Now, the way it works is that you don't need to, like, I didn't research anything in the blacksmith, you don't need to research the blacksmith upgrades so that you be able to upgrade to ogre mages, so I can just train them like now. But it is really advised to do these upgrades as well, because it's really good if you have the melee units built up really strong. But I just wanted to show you that it is possible that you don't need to do that. Alright, and we need more lumber for these farms. And we will face that ship soon. Alright, and I should also... And that is also one reason why it's pretty useful to use ogre mages. I mean ogres themselves. As a replacement for grunts, because as you can see, it's not just they are stronger, but they have these nice spells, so they will be very useful. Now we have an island here, and I don't want to attack there just yet, because, oh my god. Yeah, one reason is because they have these. But another reason is that the main base is not here. And I could use some reinforcements, although I wanted to get these ships for defense. Yeah, and we're out of gold. I'm gonna send these to cut lumber. But we will need more gold soon. As you can see, the protection, like the protection of the enemy is pretty strong, so it's not that easy to get rid of these ships, but we can do it. Now, if we destroy this part of the base, one part of the attack will stop, so they send less units into our base. But we can look around. As you can see, we have another transport coming. And I have a feeling that they're sending units somewhere here. Yeah, here. Okay, let's destroy this part. But what I wanted to show you... we have new units coming. I think we also had some other units here. No. Yes. Hey, my critters. Alright. Now I've dealt with those. A few of our ships have been destroyed. But what I want to do is I want to get rid of the other ships so that the attacks would stop. Alright. Now what we can do is we can get more lumber. Now as you can see, this is something what I wanted to stop, is that they try to steal this oil platform, and that is something what's not going to happen. And we have another transport coming. Maybe they are trying to take these units. Yes, yes, so I have to sink that ship. Alright. Yes, and we have another area what we have to attack here. But if we get rid of these guys, I think... I'm not 100% sure that we are done, because they have lots of buildings here, as you can see. But I think we got rid of the transports, so that's a win. Alright, so let's destroy anything what we can here. Now again, as I said, attacking with ships first is a really good way to weaken the enemy's defenses. As you can see, this is how the bay area looks like. And now, since we are safe from the attacks, now I am able to move to the other island and start the gold production. And obviously the extra lumber production as well. So that is why I wanted to wait until I attacked the bay first, because this way they won't annoy me with the attacks. Okay, let's move forward. Now we have lots of cannon towers and other things to deal with here, so it will take lots of ships to battle these guys, but I can do it. And I want to create another Zeppelin. Now one thing what we can do is we can just move our peons towards this island. Okay, this is done. Let's send these guys here, and I am going to make more peons since a few of them died in the attacks. And I also want to build a few more farms, although not many, because I think we have enough units here, and I can continue the attack. It's pretty dangerous to do it like this, so all right. Yeah, this is basically a death bay. So we send in our ships, but the enemy can deal lots of damage to our armada. Let's send the other guys as well. Because we are surrounded by many units and buildings. But this is still the easiest way to destroy this base. Yes, and we have a gold mine here. Pretty rich. So that is what I was mentioning, is that after we attack here, we are able to get these gold. So in case if we would need this, we can. Although whenever I reach this point, I'm more or less safe. But if you're out of gold, it is a good thing that you can get it. Yeah, and as you can see, that is what I mentioned, is that we have lots of cannon towers destroying our ships, so we will need more. Even though, like, the attacks were really good. So I just keep them here while we get some more ships. I also did not do this. And one thing what I can also do is I can build a refinery here, and I can build some, I mean, just get some oil from there as well. Alright, and I want to go around the map to look for some enemy ships before moving in again. Yes, so one thing that I did not show you is that now we have the Ogre Mages. As you can see, we have the Eye of Kirog just as well as with Cho'Gall. it is a very fast scouting unit. It's pretty weak in terms of armor and health and everything, and the ranged units can shoot it down, but we can use this for scouting and it is pretty good. And also we have the Bloodlust. I will train that as well. That is now this is the part where the Bloodlust shows its power, because now we can cast it on multiple units. And wow, plenty of units. So now we can cast it on multiple units. We only need to make ogre mages and then just cast it to every unit and it's done. Alright, one thing what I want to do, I want to create a squad that I will send in after I weakened the enemy with the ships. But I think we've cleared most of the ships here. Yeah, I think we did. So what we need is to attack these parts and finish the job. Now I want to get rid of these. And the thing is that the original objective is that you don't even need to destroy this part at all. I mean this whole bay. What you have to do is you have to attack this little island and build a shipyard and a fortress here. That is so much faster than what I'm doing here, so you don't, as I said, you absolutely don't need to attack the whole bay. I just used to do it like this. I don't think I can reach that. I can. Yeah, one thing what we need to attack is this part, and then I can prepare my ogres. Because we have a few ground units here, and that is what I always say, is that it takes lots of units to attack from the ground. So obviously what you can do is you can just put your transports here and start to move with your ground units upwards, but the enemy has lots of ground units, so it is much more it is much harder to do that instead of just sending the ships there. And it's not just the fact that they are not able to fight back like most of the times, because there are only a few units that can shoot back to the ships, but also the ship's power is really huge. Like, they deal lots of damage. And I want to send back more ogres. Yes, and as I said, we can just cast Bloodlust on everyone, and they are going to deal lots of damage. Like, this is insane. They deal double damage, and with the upgraded axes and with like a squad of bloodlusted ogres, this is insane. Look at how fast they destroy these buildings. And that is one reason why this spell is considered one of the best in the game. It is really insane. Like, I'm only sending in 5 ogres and I destroy these buildings really fast. And obviously, I can destroy the enemy as fast as well. So their units aren't safe either. Now, one thing that you can do, and this is something that I will use, is that whenever you attack a building, one thing that the computer always does is that they try to repair the building. So what they do is that it's not as like it's not always what happens, but most of the times what you can do is let's say they have an economy or like a base, and what they do is that if you start to attack 1 or 2 buildings, they start to send units to repair it. But if you kill the unit that is doing the repairing, then they send another unit, and they do this until they are completely out of resources. This is one thing what you can use to basically destroy the enemy's economy, because they will just lose lots of resources whenever you just whenever you like attack a building but you do not destroy it. I will do this later to show you, but this is actually something that is good to know, that it is actually possible to do this. Uh-oh! Wow, I didn't know that they have so many units there. So let's just move there then with the ships. Yeah, one thing that is really good is after an attack like this, they keep their units here near the water, so that's also one thing that is very good. And also what I can do is that I can just get these units here and they try to get me. Alright, let's move. And as I said, I also need peons. I think we are kinda done with this. And also what I want to check is how many units they have here still. Oh, they have a few. And we are going to deal with those units the same way how I dealt with these. I am going to put a bait, although I should have put a bait which has more health than these guys. And yes, of course, you cannot cast Bloodlust on yourself either, so I cannot just cast it like this. It's pretty unfortunate. That's really Warcraft specific thing that you cannot cast on that you cannot cast spells on yourself. This went on for a really long time, and I still don't understand why. Alright, let's build a town hall. I mean a great hall here. And a shipyard here. I can start the production while we are fighting that building. And yeah, so I think we went through the whole map. We destroyed everything, so it's pretty clean. And we're already building our buildings. Yeah, I wanna find my Zeppelin. Oh, it's here. So I go through the map again, but I think we've destroyed every building. We destroyed every ship. So that is why I mentioned that in this map we can use the ogre mages, obviously. But the most important thing is, because of the huge amount of sea, is that we build lots of juggernauts and attack here. And if you want to like do this mission fast, you don't even need to attack everything, you just have to attack this little island with lots of ships. You move in, you destroy the enemy, and you build your buildings, and it's done. But it's not even that hard to destroy the whole bay. It's just a bit dangerous because, as you could see, they have lots of units and defenses around the water. Yes, and let's do the fortress. And we have this nice new spell here and the ogre mages at the ready.